like I said, they've literally had a couple of days to get this together. So give yourselves a big round of applause. And now that none of you are videoing, you can use both hands to clap. You're like, why? Thank you to Discover Young Hackney, because without them we wouldn't have been able to put on this workshop for them for 3 days. A big thank you to Mark and Mike, who've been working. Mark and Mike haven't met most of the students before Monday. I mean, we've got a few of them from the performance troupe, which I'll talk to you in a moment about, but the majority, Mark and Mike didn't know. They didn't know whether they could sing or dance or anything, so that's quite an achievement for a choreographer and a musical director to just be given 25 children, whether they can sing or not, with it, and produce something. So thank you so much for all your hard work. Just very briefly, for those that don't know about the school, we're a Saturday school in Hackney, but we've also got a branch on a Tuesday evening in Bethnal Green, a Wednesday evening in Docklands, and another one in North London in Camden. But our flagship one is the one in Hackney. I actually went to school myself in this very school, Hampton Girls, and the school itself has been going for 11 years. On a Saturday, they come, it's for 7 to 18, even though we've now got 4 to 6-year-olds. And they follow a timetable of drama, singing, dance and film, with occasional set and costume and stagecraft classes. For me, the selling point of the school are the wonderful teachers that we happen to have recruited, those that are top in their field and yet want to give something back to the students who live locally. We've also got other things going on with the school. We've got a Young Ambassadors group that we started a year ago, where they learn business skills, so they're improving literacy and numeracy as they learn to fundraise for events and put on shows. I mean, if you want to go into the performing arts, waiting by the phone for it to ring as you wait for your audition, there's nothing better than producing your own work. And what a better way to start than from a young age, learning why it's so important to be able to add up and take away and learn those vital skills if you're going to produce a show. So we've got the Ambassadors group. We've also got a performance troupe, which is made up of our really talented students that want to do extra rehearsals, and they go around to the local community, so to hospitals, homes for the elderly, hospices, and certain corporate events. So if any of you work for a company and you think we need some entertainment, we don't charge for that entertainment, but what we do say is any donation to our charitable arm will be gratefully appreciated. Like I said, we do have a charitable arm, the Fiorentini Foundation, which we set up last year, specifically to raise money for bursaries and sponsorships for children that would love to come to the school but can't necessarily be able to afford the fees or all of the fees. And on that note, from April, thanks to Hackney Council, we've been given a grant, which means that we can give a few bursaries and scholarships. So they'll either be full ones or half ones, depending, once we have interviews with parents, what they can and can't afford. In a moment, Rhiannon will tell you a little bit more about how you can apply for those scholarships. But obviously, if you enjoyed coming and you would like to come on a Saturday and you can't afford the fees, that is something to think about, because that will be from April for at least a year, that they can come and join us. I think I've said everything that I need to say. Oh, we have an agency attached to the school, which is separate to the school, but you have to belong to the school to be on the agency. And Rhiannon, who is my company manager for the school, is also the agent for the school. She gets some really high-profile jobs on TV and theatre and film. So we've got people starring in Rev, we've got somebody in Matilda, the RSC Matilda at the moment. He's just finished playing Simba in The Lion King, and before that was in Oliver. One of our little girls is going to be starring, it opens on Friday, a film called Song for Marion. I don't know if you've seen the adverts that are out. She's the child star in that, and Vanessa Redgrave and Terence Stamps play her grandparents, and Christopher Eccleston plays her father, and she's ours. She's ours, I'm very proud of her. But we've got lots of success stories like that, so Rhiannon's one we need to thank for getting them all that work. So Rhiannon, do you just want to say if they do want to apply for a scholarship or a bursary?
Yes, you should have all received an email yesterday with the application form in the email. You just need to fill that in and get it back to us by the 1st of March. We'll be holding auditions for the scholarship on the 11th of March. So it's really important you get those forms back to us. If for some reason you haven't received the email, first of all check your junk inbox, because I've probably ended up in there. But if not, please give me a call or an email. Most of you should have my details. Please get in touch because it's such a good opportunity for us to offer them, so I'd hate for people to miss out. So yeah, please drop me a line and get the forms back to us.
Thanks, Rhiannon. And just, I'm not going to embarrass them by pointing them out, but one of the parents here, just before we started, said that when her child started at the school, her academic grades have really improved. So I know we're not an academic school, but just by increasing their confidence, their self-esteem, and giving them something to look forward to on a Saturday actually helps their academic studies as well, which is important that they have academic studies behind them, not just performing skills, especially if they do want to go into the industry. So I know a lot of parents worry, oh, but they've got GCSEs coming up and whatever, and it's so vital that they revise properly, but they also do need an outlet, and some of our best students perform really well academic as well, and since they've started here, they've started getting A's and A stars in their academic studies as well, so that's, you know, for me, I'm very proud of that. I'm going to shut up now. We need to be out of here, off the premises by 4 o'clock. What's the time now? Yeah, we've got some time. I know, Mark, you need to rush off because you've got to get to our Docklands branch tonight. And just to say, if you're not free on Saturdays, but you would like to come to the school, we do have a branch in Bethnal Green, which isn't too far, and that's on a Tuesday evening. And for those that want to travel further, we've got one in Docklands as well. Guys, thank you so much. Spend some time saying goodbye to each other, swapping phone numbers and all of that. If you want to Facebook now.